Hey dumplings, it's Dave Desai. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to get into Suga and reveal what happened during a live stream that made people believe that Suga would marry a particular fan, and why a lot of armies are fighting about this online. I have a lot of thoughts today and I definitely wanted to get into it. I also wanted to talk about the JHope auditioning for Squid Game and what is happening here. So grab your dumpling tea spilling mug merch and let's jump into the tea. If you are new here and you're interested in this type of stuff, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified anytime a new video drops. And if you're a hater, like to be first to leave your hate comment, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and that notification bell also, and you'll be first to do so. Now let's jump into it. The first thing I wanted to talk about is BTS and their recent live stream. I don't know what the particular occasion was, but BTS decided to bless us a few hours ago with a late night or early morning live stream. It was probably late night for them, but they were all together and they were just kind of being silly as per usual and going in and reading the comments too. I will say this time it was a bit different, as it seemed the majority of haters were asleep and BTS didn't seem to read any really mean comments during the stream. So this probably felt like how it did when they started live streaming ages ago. Something a lot of people may not know is that when you're small, in general, you get a lot less hate, and the hate you get makes sense because it's like dumb things, like, oh, you're stupid. But as you get bigger, the attacks are more personal and they come at you from different sides. So it's not just you're stupid or go die, but then they attempt to attack who you are as a person, or people make up rumors about you, which happens a lot to BTS. So I am glad for whatever reason the universe didn't allow any of those people to attend the stream, and my guess is it's because the stream was so spur of the moment that the haters had no idea it was happening, or maybe wasn't prepared because it was also at a slightly different time than they had usually done a stream before. I don't fully know, it's just my speculation. But it seems like a lot of these haters will normally literally wait up for BTS if they think BTS will stream just to drop hate. If you find yourself doing that, then you need to get a life. You need help. Go to therapy. Genuinely, if someone else's career, anyone, not just BTS, bothers you that much, where you can call them a worm or tell them to go die, then you need help. It's not healthy for something to bother you that much when it's just entertainment. But anyway, I was glad that BTS felt comfortable to continue to go through the comments, and Taeyang always goes straight to the comments and reads them. I do imagine he reads most of the comments and is just the most active online because he responds, and it seems like he knows what is going on in the community and what people are saying about everyone. But Taeyang likes to do this thing in every stream where he looks for the "Marry Me Yoongi" comments and reads them out loud for everyone to laugh at and get a reaction from Suga. Suga always looks so confused and scared when Taeyang reads those comments, and it always seems like Suga doesn't know what to do in these moments, and it's like, wait, why would someone want to marry me? And I agree, why would someone else want to marry a taken man and a man that is married to me? Y'all making him cheat. Y'all lucky I have 6 other boys I'm married to and I'll go cry to them. In this particular stream today, he also read out loud the "Marry Me" comments, and people were wondering if he would ever marry a fan, and the fact that he didn't say no would reveal that he is thinking about it. But Suga just hears it a lot, so he doesn't know exactly how he is supposed to react. And one time he did say, "Bring the documents." So maybe he is down or just being flirty, we'll never know. This was all a harmless fun thing, but the internet seemed to have taken this to a whole level as per usual. It was very upsetting to see this, as people were fighting over who they thought Taeyang had read the comment from. So usually on the stream you'll see plenty of people writing "Marry Me," especially when they see Taeyang reading the comments, because they know that Taeyang will read it out loud and everyone will have a moment and it'll be fun. So one army tweeted out that they saw that it was only seconds before they tweeted out "Marry Me" had Taeyang gone ahead and read that comment on the stream. So assuming that Taeyang had seen their comment, and they even clarified that it might not have been their comment, but they would like to imagine it as so. And that was it. Very harmless tweet, and it's just fun. Like, just to think that your idol has acknowledged you. Of course, there were others that were commenting on the "Marry Me" thing, and they had a problem with this person's tweet. They wrote basically asking the initial person to stop saying this because it wasn't their comment that Taeyang had read, because apparently one person was spamming "Marry Me" and it was probably that person. First of all, let people enjoy things. Whether it was your comment or other people's comment, who cares? It's a comment. And if they want to think it's theirs because it makes them happy, let them. And you can sit there and think it's yours too. To go as far as to send hate or ask the other person to stop is very rude and not nice. To then be completely certain that it was your comment, it's just not what being an army is about. There was plenty of this, and it makes me sad to see that people who were just having fun and being happy are being attacked for nothing. You don't own the boys, and you don't know who they saw. You could spam "Marry Me" 50 times, but maybe they didn't see those 50 comments, but they saw the one comment that was posted once. There was also more important things than to go around and let people know it was your comment and not another person. Y'all are so silly, and I hope to see less hate going around. Share the boys, okay? They are married to me, but I can still share with y'all because I love y'all. Don't ever say I don't love y'all. There's proof right there. So much stuff going on lately, and so many assumptions of BTS and Squid Game. I'm hoping they get much bigger, as I would love to see this actually happen. I think Squid Game Season 2 might still be in the casting phase and could possibly look towards BTS if we make it a bigger deal. So tweet at them, let them know we want Jin or we want a BTS member in the show. People were freaking out because apparently recently on Weverse, someone had posted asking if JHope had gotten a chance to see Squid Game, and JHope responded asking if the armies wanted to play a game Ducky with them. Now, if you haven't seen Squid Game, I won't spoil it, but this is a traditional Korean kids game. Squid Game didn't invent any games, so this had existed for a while, but the premise of the game is to just throw a folded piece of paper on your opponent's paper, and if you flip their paper by throwing yours, you win basically. So this was obviously JHope's reference to the show, meaning he probably at least watched the first episode to know that the game exists in the show. It wasn't too long before some armies started to bring up a Run BTS episode, and in this Run BTS episode, you saw JHope hold a card with the same symbol that was in Squid Game. So regardless of what the symbol meant in the context of the Run BTS episode, it made it appear to some armies that maybe this was HYBE or Big Hit's way of hinting that JHope will join Squid Game or anything like that. I mean, it is quite a coincidence, but we don't know for sure if this actually means anything. However, unless BTS plans on doing a tour or has an album that they need to complete by 2022, I don't see why, if they were asked, they would say no to joining the show. Like, why would they not want to be a part of that? And there is a possibility that this could be their way of teasing that BTS might be on the show, but it is less likely as we don't know anything right now. And I think if BTS was actually going to be on Squid Game, there would be an announcement, or they would entirely not say anything. So they wouldn't even hint it. They wouldn't address any of those comments, and then when it happens and it's officially announced and the posters for season 2 are out, then everyone would be shocked seeing JHope on the cover. And that's usually how they do it, because it kind of brings more shock to people, and this usually results in a ton of media coverage over it all at once and just blows everything up. But we still might be able to petition for this to happen. Like, we may need to push HYBE to let them all do it, and hopefully they want to do it. Perhaps they would choose not to do it because they want to focus on music. For BTS, opportunities are endless. They can be a part of any show, and any show would probably gladly take them due to the ratings they would bring to the show. But then it goes to if BTS has time or if BTS wants to do it. At the end of the day, actors are paid a salary, and this salary is inclusive of all the press they do touring the world to do the interviews, and also the time it takes to memorize the lines and do the show. Then they do get royalties, or what is called residuals, if the film or show gets picked up by DVD or put on TV or other streaming platforms. So if, for example, HYBE or Big Hit decides that JHope, or BTS altogether, because BTS wouldn't be able to tour if JHope was gone, if HYBE decides that a new BTS album or new tour would actually make more money than being on the show, they then have to pass that opportunity, or maybe if simply Squid Game can't afford JHope's acting appearance rate, which would probably have to cover how much BTS would make on tour, which I mean probably upwards of like $20 million, right? So less likely, unfortunately, but a boy can hope. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your thoughts are. Leave it on the comment section down below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'm featuring this comment right here. Thank you so much for leaving comments. And as always, I do have a Patreon if you want to go over there and check that out. I have a lot of videos over there that I can't really post on here. This is due to copyright or getting taken down, so I do keep it over there on my Patreon. You can get videos over there like music video reactions, performance reactions, ship reactions. You can also recommend things you like to see over there. Currently, we do have over 400 videos that are already up on there. The moment you sign up, you'll have access to, and we do have a great time having fun and interacting with each other over there as well. So if you're interested in any of that, link is in the top description down below. We currently do have a video over there that kind of goes over how you can support this channel even more if you'd like to do that. That video is on the front page and it's free to watch. With that said, there's 2 videos that will appear up on screen at the end of this video, so click on one of those and I'll see you over there. Bye.